Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Polish Dragon PI Show, where I, Steve Zimkowski, the author of the Polish Dragon PI book series, shares with you old radio shows from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s pertaining to the private detective genre. This week, we're going to have a special episode because it's about The Shadow. The Shadow started in 1930 and ran through 1954, and there was also the Shadow magazine, which was started in 1931, and most of those books and magazines have been reprinted for your reading pleasure. So, The Shadow, it's a detective series, and its catchphrase is known: "Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows." So, we're going to start with this week's episode, The Shadow. This episode is The Man Who Murdered Time. So without further ado, here we go.
Yes, the poor chap's got an incurable heart condition. He told me his doctors don't give him more than a few days to live. Well, I've got to be off. See you tonight, then, Hughes. Only a miracle keep me awake, Cranston. A miracle like the time machine. Here, Willard. Drink this water. There. You better now?
Yes, better use.
Perhaps you'd better get into bed, Willard. Frankly, I didn't expect to find you up and about, dressed to kill.
Dressed to kill. Very good. Such an apt phrase. Well, why not? This is probably the last day of my life.
Well, I'm sure it's not as bad as all that, Willard. If you take care of yourself.
Come, Hughes. I'll never see the new year. That's what you're really thinking. Know what I've done today?
What, Willard?
The things I've wanted to do all my life. Packed them all into this one long, glorious day. I've smoked $2 cigars, eaten the finest foods, bought thousands of dollars worth of completely useless things just for the fun of indulging myself.
Willard, I thought
that I'm broke? I am.
Then how did you...
Borrowed, dear cousin. Spent other people's money, incurred enormous debts. Payable next year. Next year, which will never come.
I'm sorry, Willard.
Oh, what are you sorry about? I'm not. Matter of fact, I've just begun to celebrate. And you must join me, Hughes. Absolutely insist. I bought a marvelous sherry today, a rare vintage.
You rang, sir? You needn't
Well,
bother.
the sherry, John.
Yes, sir. I have it here, sir.
Fine. Put it on the table.
Shall I pour, sir?
No, I'll do it myself. That's all, John.
Very good.
Here you are, Hughes. Drink hearty.
Thank you.
How do you like it? Nectar. Ambrosia, huh?
It has a peculiar flavor.
Oh, it'll grow on you. Finish it, Hughes. Drink to my last day on earth.
Oh, no, Willard. Not for that.
To my last day on earth. And yours, my dear cousin.
My last day.
Hughes, I told you that today I meant to satisfy every ambition I ever had. Well, I've left for the last my greatest ambition of all. To kill you.
Kill me? What? Why, you're joking.
Think so, Hughes?
But why? What have I ever done to you?
What haven't you done to me? You've been a bone in my throat ever since we were boys together.
I believe you're really
If it
serious.
hadn't been for you, I'd have been Uncle Matthew's fair-haired boy, his favorite, his pet. He would have raised me in luxury instead of you.
You quarreled with him. You were
He would have left me his money, not you, you Judas. You had everything while I starved, scraped, suffered. I brooded over that, my fine cousin, a whole lifetime. And now, this wonderful day, this last day of the year, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you not once, but 1,000 times. You see that machine in the corner?
I see, Willard. Calm down.
That's my time machine.
Your time machine, yes. I remember your saying.
Do you know what this machine can do? It can prevent the future from happening.
The future from happening. Oh, now, look, Willard. Look, let me call your physician.
Don't be a fool, as sane as you are. That's a scientific machine, not a madman's toy. Do you know how it works? Of course not. I'll explain it in simple terms. Hughes, what is time?
Time is...
Time is like a railroad track. A straight railroad track, Hughes. And the world is a train running along that track. On the track behind us lies yesterday, December 30th. The day we're traveling along that section of track we call December 31st. And at midnight tonight, the train, you, I, the whole universe, is scheduled to plunge straight ahead into January 1st of the new year. You follow me so far, Hughes?
Yes? What has this to do with your so-called time machine?
Just this. By using a revolutionary principle of physics, my own discovery, my machine bends the straight track of time, curves it so that the time track forms a perfect circle. You fool, it's a scientific fact. I've done it.
Mad, I say, mad.
Listen to me, Hughes. At midnight tonight, when I turn on the switch, time will instantly be curved back on itself. So that instead of continuing into January 1st, we'll go back 24 hours. We'll live December 31st over again and again and again like a phonograph needle caught in a groove.
Do you believe that this day will never end, that you can make December 31st repeat itself forever?
Laugh, you fool. You won't last long. Today I've been especially careful to make it the fullest, happiest day of my life because I'm going to live this wonderful day forever. I'll catch time in that groove and hold it there. The future will never come. I'll never have to pay my debt. Despite my bad heart, I'll never die.
I'll have to be as insane as you to believe that.
Would you like a demonstration?
out to the end, are you? Well, go ahead. Demonstrate.
That's the proper scientific spirit used. I'll set the machine to affect merely this house and ourselves. What incident of the last half hour do you want me to make repeat itself? Choose.
Oh, the butler and the sheriff.
John and the sherry, eh? Very good. And I want you to bear in mind that just as time will be repeated here in this room for the next few moments, so can I repeat time throughout the whole world, not once, but again and again. Now, let me adjust my machine. There. Now to close the circuit.
You rang, sir? Really well.
The sherry, John.
Yes, I have it here.
Fine. Put it on the table.
Did I pause?
No, I'll do it myself. That's all, John. There. The automatic circuit cut us off, and we're back in ordinary time again. Convinced, Hughes?
It's impossible. It's a trick. A dream.
It's a nightmare. You'll be saying that for all eternity.
I'm getting out of here.
Are you, cousin? Try it if you can.
I can't. I'm paralyzed. I can't get out of this chair.
You feel pain now, don't you, Hughes?
Yes, horrible pain.
You shouldn't have drunk the sherry, Hughes. Your glass contained the slow poison, you see.
No, help!
There's an antidote on the table. You see that little green bottle, Hughes, just beyond the reach of your fingers? Isn't it ironic? If you could only move your arm 5 inches. Try. Oh, you can't. Dear me, how very, very sad. All you can do is look at the antidote while you're dying in agony.
Please, will it help me? Help me! I don't want to die.
Just a little while now, cousin, a little while. It's almost midnight. You'll die just before midnight, and then I'll turn on my machine. Set it to affect the whole world forever, and time all over the world will snap back 24 hours. Everybody in the world will live December 31st over again and again, forever and ever. You too, you.
No.
You'll visit me again. Drink the poison cherry again. Die again. Live again. Die again.
Oh, the party of yours is the loveliest New Year's Eve party I ever attended.
Margot, you danced beautifully.
Thanks, Lamont.
I wonder what's happened to yours. You said he'd be late, but I didn't think...
Hold it, everybody. Here comes the new year.
Happy New Year, Lamont.
Not yet, Margot. 8, 9, 10, 11...
Why, Lamont, where are we? I'm still in your arms dancing with you, but it's not the party, the New Year's Eve party in your apartment. How could that be?
I don't know, Margot.
What was that awful crash?
I don't know. But look around you, Margot. We're dancing in the Honolulu Club.
But we were dancing in the Honolulu Club right here last night. Last night at midnight. I mean, 24 hours ago. Oh, I don't know what I mean.
Keep dancing with me, Margot. I've got to figure this out. It seems like a dream, yet...
That's it, Lamont. It's a dream. I dreamed through the whole day, December 31st, right up to midnight. Then that crash. And I woke up here in the Honolulu Club.
Margot, it wasn't a dream, I tell you.
Then what was it, Lamont?
I don't know. But something's gone wrong, Margot. Something's gone wrong with the whole world.
But everything seems all right, Lamont.
Margot, hold on to me. Don't let go. Let's walk back to our table.
All right, but I don't understand.
Keep holding on to me. Margot, do you remember last night, just about this time, as we were dancing,
A waiter accidentally dropped a whole tray full of dishes?
Why, yes, that's so, Lamont. Lamont, it's happened. He dropped it just as he did last night.
Yes. I see it all now, Margot. We actually lived through December 31st. We, everybody, the whole world. But just as the last stroke of midnight came, something happened to time.
Time?
Yes. Time snapped back 24 hours. Instead of going on to January 1st, the world went back to the first moment of December 31st.
But nobody else seems to realize what's happened.
Yes, that is strange. Apparently everybody's forgotten that they lived through the last day of the year.
Why do we remember?
Margot, I believe that the same power that makes me invisible to others has something to do with this.
What do you mean, Lamont?
Years ago in India, I was studying with the yogi priests. I developed my powers of concentration, my power of will, to such an extent that apparently this accident of time doesn't affect me. How long I'll be able to fight against it, I don't know.
But I haven't your power, Lamont. Why do I remember, too?
Margot, because at the instant time flashed back, you happened to be dancing with me. You were in my arms, within the aura of my will, my influence.
No.
Just so long as you're touching me, you'll remember, too.
Oh, Lamont, I can't believe it. I can't.
Well, then try it. Let go of me. Go on, let go, Margot.
Well, all right. You're right, Lamont. You remember the Higgins, don't you?
Margot.
Yes, that's the
Margot,
family.
stop.
Well, they're very
Margot,
anxious
listen
that
to
you
me.
and I go south to the
Margot.
beach. What am I saying? What happened? Oh, Lamont, you're holding me again.
Margot, the instant you let go of me, you said exactly what you said 24 hours before. When I grabbed you, you snapped back, free of the new time spell.
Then it's true. Oh, Lamont, I'm afraid. Don't let go of me.
Steady, Margot.
Oh, but it's horrible. People will go on living through December 31st to eternity, never knowing, never realizing. Lamont, there'll never be a new year.
You're absolutely right. Unless this can be stopped.
But how can anyone stop it? Nothing human could have caused a thing like this to happen.
I'm not so sure, Margot. News told me that a cousin of his, a brilliant scientist, claimed to have invented a time machine. That cousin of yours may be responsible for what's happened to time.
Who is this man? Where does he live?
You didn't say. I'll have to find him some way. And when I do, Margot, it'll be as the Shadow. Perhaps the Shadow will be able to switch time back to normal. Bring the new year to a world doomed to live a day which never ends.
In just a minute, the curtain rises on Act 2 of The Shadow's Adventure. Meanwhile, a word to you motorists. Do you slow down passing a school? Do you pass other cars on a hill? Do you come to a full stop at street intersection?
The Shadow wonders. The terrific toll of deaths and injuries indicates that too many motorists fail to exercise caution, fail to consider the other fellow. Play safe. It pays.
And motorists, here's one thing more. If you only realize the importance that safe tires, too, play in safe motoring, you wouldn't hesitate a minute to put the new Goodrich Safety Silvertowns with the Lifesaver tread on your car. For remember, this new Silvertown is much more than a new tire. It's a new kind of tire safety. On the inside, it has the famous blowout protection of the Goodrich Golden Fly. And on the outside, it has the amazing new Lifesaver tread. The tread that sweeps wet roads so dry, you can actually light a match on its track. Yes, sir, that's plenty dry. So it's hardly surprising that Silvertowns will give you the quickest non-skid stops you've ever had.
Margot, keep holding on to me.
I will, Lamont. We can walk. My apartment isn't far. Oh, why don't you let me come with you?
No, Margot. This is the Shadow's job. It may be dangerous. I want you to be safe.
Safe in a world gone mad?
Oh, watch yourself. The streets are slippery with ice. Here, hold on to me more tightly. We'll cross here.
What happened? Hit my cab. Hey, here comes the cops. Somebody call an ambulance. That woman's hurt. Oh, hi,
Come on. You remember, Margot, last night, on this very spot?
Same taxi, the same corner, the same poor woman struck down. It's happened all over again.
Yes, Margot. It'll happen all over again every
one thing I'm glad of, Lamont. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's doomed to shiver and freeze and starve like that forever. And millions like him. Millions of unfortunates shivering and starving all over the world tonight.
That machine. I must find that machine. Here we are, Margot.
Don't bother to take me up. There's so much for you to do. So much, Lamont. The doorman will let me in. It's exactly the same time we got home last night.
Good evening, Miss Lane. Bad night, ain't it?
Hi, Lamont. Find Hughes's cousin.
Since time's repeating itself.
Well, I always say when...
Hughes will meet me in the afternoon at my club. Just as he met me yesterday. We'll talk as we talk then. Perhaps he'd be able to tell me.
Lamont, what's the matter? You're so pale suddenly.
It's funny, I felt weak just tonight. As if my strength of my will were fading away. Could it be that
Lamont,
I
you mustn't. You've got to be strong. The world needs your strength.
Let go of me, Margot.
All right.
You're draining my power, my strength away. Let go.
The wind is very fighting, Miss Lane.
Yes, it is. Fred, will you take me up to my apartment?
Yes, sure, Miss Lane.
Gone. Safe upstairs. Goodbye, Margot. Until tomorrow. Tomorrow ever comes.
Mr. Pratt, on behalf of all the employees of the club, I wish to thank you for your generous
Stuart,
New Year's gift to the
Listen to me.
personnel.
Can't you hear? Don't you understand what I'm saying to you?
And may I thank you, too, Mr. Hughes, for your gift.
You're welcome, Stuart. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Stuart, stop.
I wish I could have made it more pleasant, but it hasn't been a terribly good year.
Hughes, let me take your hand. You're merely repeating what you said 24 hours ago.
Fully, though
Now
the
listen to me.
mistakes you made full out of it.
Who is your
Yeah.
friend?
That's why
Who is he? What does he do?
New Year so eagerly.
Oh, hopeless. He's not attuned to my will. I'll have to follow him. Make him lead me to this cousin of his. To the
Be
time
out
machine.
of debt very shortly.
Let's concentrate. My willpower seems to be failing. I must hold on until Hughes visits his cousin.
Convinced, Hughes?
Can't be. It's impossible, Will. It's a trick, a dream, a nightmare.
You'll be saying that for all eternity.
I'm getting out of here.
Are you, cousin? Farther if you can.
I can't. I'm paralyzed. I can't get out of this chair.
Hughes, you can. You're not paralyzed.
Now,
Yes.
don't you?
Yes, horrible pain.
Hughes, there is no pain.
You
None.
shouldn't have drunk.
Hughes, hear me.
Your glass contains slow poison.
No,
you see.
no, help, help.
I have helped you, Hughes. You were not poisoned. I substituted this antidote for the poison in the glass of sherry Will has handed you. You're not poisoned, I tell you. Exert your will, attune it to mine. Try to get out of that chair. Here. Hold me. Hold me. Now try. I've broken the grip. The time spell a little. I made something happen that didn't happen yesterday. You did something just now you didn't do then. You drank the antidote instead of the poison. Try, Hughes.
I heard a voice. A voice. But there's no one here. No one but... Try it, then. Chair. Out the chair. I'm standing. I'm free. Free.
Thank the Lord. Hughes, can you hear me now?
Who are you? I see only Willis. I don't think he sees me. I feel someone holding me. Who are you?
Never mind who I am, Hughes. Get out of this house at once. Go to the home of your friend, Lamont Cranston.
Yes.
You are to attend the New Year's Eve party there. Remember?
Yes. I seem to remember.
Go now, Hughes. You don't need me to hold you now. I will you to go.
Yes.
Little while now, Pratt. A little while. It's almost midnight. You'll die just before midnight. Where am I? Who is that?
You feel my power now, Willard. I'm holding you fast. Fast, do you hear? My will. Submit to my will. It dominates you. It snatches you from the field of that evil time spell you cast over the world.
I'm powerless in the grip of some invisible force. And it speaks. Who are you? Who?
I'm the Shadow.
The shadow.
Dr. Willard. You are guilty of the greatest crime ever perpetrated against mankind. You thought to condemn the rest of the world to an eternity of cold and darkness and suffering.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
You wanted an eternal life of pleasure, of evil. You tried to stave off forever the death that hung over you like a sword.
New Year.
New Year? Yes, yes. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Julian. Happy New
As
Year.
a matter of fact, Lamont, it seems to me I had a dream, too. The strangest sort of dream.
Perhaps you did, Margot.
Well, anyway, Happy New Year, Lamont.
Happy New Year.
And that ends another episode of the Polish Dragon PI Show. You were listening to The Shadow, the man who murdered time. And remember, if you are interested in any of the Polish Dragon PI books, they are available at www.polishdragon.com. And all the Polish Dragon books are available on Kindle for just 99 cents. And remember, if you buy any of the books, whether they're paperback or Kindle, please leave a review. Thank you so very much. And remember, the shadow knows.